Uh, Give me just a sec.
No worries.
Excellent. We are live.
Perfect. Can you hear me well?
Yes, you can hear. We can hear you well. So I just need to go to your presentation, and then drag this. This is what I told you.
Do
uh,
you prefer that I send it to you, Uber?
no,
I
it's
can send it to
okay.
you by email.
It's okay.
Okay.
So I'll put you here down. So then we can see yourself when you talk. You don't have to see ourselves. Now, yes, we just need to test that the sound is working. But if you are ready to start, just go ahead, please.
Yeah. If the
Oh,
sound is good.
sorry, I have to introduce you. With all these technicalities, I sometimes forget things. I'm so sorry for that. Welcome,
Mm.
Ignacio Di Napoli. You were our saver in terms of guest speaker. You were the first one that accepted our invitation to participate in our 3-day boot camp, opening a store using Shopify. Maybe later I can show you what our participants here, students in classroom and in this bootcamp has created already. Yes, there is a group that is advanced, so they're still working and on their stores. Um, Ignacio, he works for Shopify in payments in Shopify, so he will can also introduce himself and tell us a little bit about what he exactly does. And thank you very much for being with us today.
Thank you. Thanks for the intro. Pleasure to meet you, everyone. And I know this time it is the worst for having calls because it's the latest time. I used to go to university just like 6 years ago, and I remember the 7 p.m., 6 p.m. classes were tough. So I really appreciate you guys making it, and thank you for the invitation, Hubert. Just kind of an overview of what I do on Shopify. I've been for a year in Shopify. I cover the payment side of the business, but I'm also a consultant for merchants on the platform Shopify Plus, which is the enterprise plan, retail side as well, and funding side as well. But today we're going to be speaking about Shopify. And then if anyone has any question, take it and let's clarify everything at the end. I'll try to be as short as possible, as informal as possible. And if we can have some kind of also interaction, I'll try to do it. I have some questions, so I'll come to that. With that in mind, what I have prepared for today is, first point will be what do you need to know when choosing your payment gateway or payment processor? Second point, how Shopify Payments stands out in the payment industry. Third point, how payment methods play a key role in international expansion and customers' experience. And the last one is express checkout and payment method accelerators such as ShopPay, Apple Pay, Google Pay. So let's go with the first topic. So choosing your payment method, what should we look into, and what are the main and really basic things to choose before and to look before choosing the payment processor? Number one is cost and fee structure. Before going into anything of these, does anyone have an idea of how much a payment processor can charge you from what percentage to what percentage? Does anyone in the room has any ideas?
Uh, it's Paul, yeah. Nickel?
So depends upon what kind of plan you take. For example, if merchant or maybe an enterprise client takes any plan, so that might be around 1.5 or 0.5 or 2.5.
That's true. Yeah, that's a you. Usually, so you can have from 0.3%. That's the lowest I've seen. 0.3, 0.2, even to top to 3.5%. So, for example, PayPal. That everyone knows PayPal. It's one of the most expensive, but they charge you 3.2%, and everyone pays it because of their conversion. So that's kind of close. That's the average cost and fee structure, and then you have also different fee structure. Some payment processors they charge you just a fee, fixed fee, and some others have a different structure based on where the company is based and then how is everything structured. So this will be the main thing to look at it. What's their fee structure? Where is the company based? Can we negotiate those fees? And what do they offer? The second thing would be trust and safety. It's kind of basic and it's kind of general, but I would always look for those payment processor that they're compliant, they're safe, and that customers' money goes safely through the whole process of the payment processor. And the third point, which includes a lot of different areas, is the speed and conversion. Those two are related. So probably, I don't know if that happened to you, but at least in Spain, they have a terrible checkout experience where you go to the checkout and when you click paying, it takes you up from the website and it takes about 3 minutes to finish the buying experience. So it's really important that you guys look at that last step. That is really quick, that is really keeping the same experience and the customer has that. And that's of course related to conversion. So I will look into those 2 points and the other one will be what other additional feature has. So as I say, the accelerators that it offers and that you can integrate it. So those are the three points for choosing your payment method. Now, let's talk about Shopify Payments Advantage. I think you guys have been speaking about Shopify a lot in the bootcamp, which I'm happy for. But I would like to kind of cover this part and not only we offer just building your e-com, but it's much more than that. So before talking about why Shopify stands out, I think it's worth it just mentioning 3 key facts. One of them is, customer acquisition cost increase in the past 6 years by about 60%. So right now, if you go to Facebook and you want to do some ads, it's going to be so much more expensive than 6 years ago. And the customer acquisition is really expensive. So it's getting more challenging and more challenging. Same to the second fact, it's abandoned. So to abandon their shopping carts, the customers, due to lack of payment option, lack of trust, or their purchase being declined. So 20%, it was not really challenging before 6 years ago. Right now, having a 28% conversion is super challenging for an e-com. It can be for different options, but in this case, it's, lack of payment options that maybe that it's not really localized or it's not really a safe or trust payment method. That's a really interesting fact. And the last one is, if you get to increase your customer retention by 5%, then your profit will increase by 25%. So Shopify Payments, why it stands out. Does anyone know at least 2 brands here? Two names? If you know one, I will be happy with. Do you know anyone?
Yeah.
No.
Which one do you know? I'm just curious.
Which one?
Oh.
The fourth one.
Okay, perfect. That's
Nestle.
a big
Okay,
one.
yeah, stands out. Yeah.
This
Segway.
one.
Segway too. Canopy Grow. I know that one. Kraft Heinz.
Nice.
Yeah, I think it's the color, right? You're playing with the black and white, I guess.
So the reason I bring this brand is because so it's you can find processors. Let's say you are $1 million company and you can go as low as you want. You literally can have a 0.3% percentage cost as a big brand because you have a lot of purchasing power. But these brands, these million brands, Kraft, Nestle, they come to Shopify. And what I'm going to try to explain is why they pay higher fees with Shopify that we charge you 1.6%, while you could be paying 0.3% with a bank and with another payment processor. So I'm going to try to cover this. If you guys don't know, this Fashion Nova is the Kardashians e-com, and that's going really, really, really good as you could expect. So Shopify payments, why these clients come and they pay Shopify higher fees and they kind of do that investment on us. Number one that we try to focus is optimize your conversion. So we give customers the fastest and the best checkout on the internet. That's fully proven. It was that data was released a few weeks ago that were the fastest checkout in the world in the internet. Second thing, we also buy on Google, Facebook, and Instagram directly. You don't need to go to the website. if you see a product on Google or Facebook and Instagram, just click on it and finish the experience with one click. Second thing will be more towards payments designed for growth. So in Shopify, we try that our tools can help you scale, so you can sell to 133 different currencies, so you can spend just really quick, and I'll cover that later. And then, of course, again, the payment processor and the one-page checkout, Apple Pay, Google Pay, Shop Pay, that we accept those and that we integrate at a good time. Those are the two main points, and then the third one would be manage at a scale. So as you grow as a business, everything just gets more complex, and you need to have everything unified. The orders, the fraud orders, the fulfillment, matching it with the financing. So everything really gets complex, and what we try to do is to have everything under Shopify and all together, so you don't need to go outside and use an external tool. So let's talk about now how we convert more on Shopify. What tools do we have? Because Shopify payment is not just one processor and one thing, it's a stack of different features and different tools. So the main one and the place where we are investing right now the most will be Shop Pay. So has anyone heard about Shop Pay, or is anyone confused about what Shopify payments and what Shop Pay? I don't understand it. Has anyone heard about Shop Pay?
No.
No? Okay, so Shop Pay is basically an accelerator. So Shop Pay competes with Apple Pay, Amazon Pay, Google Pay, and the power of this one-page checkout, an accelerator, is that we already have more than 2 million e-commerce. That's our base, and those 2 million e-commerce, let's say Uber has an e-commerce and he has 100 clients, so those 100 clients then pay with Shop Pay. But when I go to Ignacio's website and I'm gonna pay, and I never pay in Ignacio's website, but I pay in Uber, the information is automatically full. So the more Shopify grows, the more customers we're gonna have paying in different websites. For example, in the US, if you have Shop Pay, 50% of the clients, they already use Shop Pay before in other brands. So the purpose of having Shop Pay is that it's just one click instead of three, and the time to pay is just so much lower. Right now, Shop Pay in the US, it has more customer data and is higher than Amazon in terms of payment and in terms of website. Just to give you kind of an overview. So if this is estimation as well of how much you can convert if you have Shop Pay, this one-page checkout, and it's 4 times higher checkout speed, and increases conversion by up to 91%. That's what we position and how we position based on the data of our customers. And well, you have something additionally, which is delivery is always greener with Shop Pay, because we kind of have some neutral carbon and we invest in planting trees. So it's related to that, and it's some merchants use it for planting it as a sustainable brand. But this will be the main feature, and hopefully it's growing a lot in Europe, and you're gonna see it in Europe a lot, because the more customers and the more website implemented, the more then the B2C and the final customer implemented. This will be the main one. Together with Shop Pay, you have Shop Pay installments. So maybe you have heard about Klarna. You can basically just go to the website, get your product of $100 and pay it in four separated times, and in 1 year time. So Shopify also does that, and it's already integrated and done automatically. You can basically see in this picture, first installment today, future installment, so it tells you everything, and you just pay a small part right now, no interest, no additional fees, and we just try that the merchant converts more with these features. This will be the second feature. The third feature is not towards conversion, but it's more towards saving you money and giving you the tools to protect your business of any frauds, payment frauds. Because usually, at least in the US, it's a really habit that, I pay this store, but I might say it's not me. So I get my money back from the bank. And this is a real pain for merchants. So what we try to give is AI behind that automate this, that says, this order might be risky. And if this order went through, then how we communicate with the customer, what data do we have, what data Shopify has, and we do the fighting in, let's say that way, the fighting between the bank and the client to get that money back and not to be charged anything. The thing, and I mentioned this before, so manage your money where you make it. It's really important. Maybe you see it right now, you don't see it that worth it, but just having everything in just one platform is just so simple and so easy. You have your orders, your refunds, your payouts, your payments, everything is just in Shopify and it's so easy instead of having 10 different apps for 10 different things. And now let's speak about international. So probably in this bootcamp, you guys have been, I saw kind of the content, and you guys have been speaking about the business models, setting up your company, setting up your e-com, setting up Shopify. Once you do good in a market, you want to expand to other markets, and you want to do it easily. You don't want to set up an additional store because that's extra investment and that's extra work. You don't want to have a legal entity in other countries yet because I don't know if US is going to work. Spain might work, but US, I'm not sure if it's going to work. So I don't want to be risky with that. So what Shopify does, Shopify Payments offers something and a tool that is called Shopify Markets. So this was launched a year and a half ago, basically, is something really new. Just to give you some background, before 1 year ago, every Shopify clients, they had like 10 stores on Shopify, and they needed to manage 10 stores for every store for every market. So what Shopify did is that under one Shopify, you can manage up to 133 currencies. And what it does is that you can change the currency, you can change the language, you can change the duties and taxes automatically, and you can also even change their products. So you don't need to do anything. It's just doing a click and say, I want to sell to US. These are the prices. Yes, I want to sell in dollars. Let's try it out, and then that's available. So when anyone comes to your store from US, it's everything just in dollars, and the experience is fully different. Another fact is 92% of shoppers prefer to make purchase on sites that price in their local currency, and that gives you such a higher conversion. When you guys go to a website and it's in German, you already leave the website because you don't speak German, just that anyone speak German in the room. Or if you go to a store from the US or American and your currency is USD, but suddenly it's in euros, you are 100% more likely not to buy that product because it's not your local currency. So what we do with Shopify Markets and with Shopify Payments together is that everything is fully customized so they can have the multiple currency here, the multiple language, international pricing, international domains as well as something else, and geolocation that when anyone joins from different parts of the world, they have a personalized experience. So this is your really general overview, but I want you to kind of take this as a takeaway. ShopPay is the fastest and best converting checkout experience on the internet. And guys, always look for conversion and optimization and retention. Just don't look at the 0.3% and just saving money, because sometimes investing a bit more can give you a lot of revenue additionally. Hopefully you like the presentation. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Connect with me on LinkedIn as well. If you are ever setting up an e-com, let me know. I'm happy to help and provide my help. Stop it here.
Okay, I'll do there then. Yes, thank you very much, Ignacio, for your presentation. It was enlightening to know a little bit more about ShopeePay and all the features that you have shown to us. So now, do you have any questions? Nicola, you have one question. Yeah.
Okay. So is it audible from me?
Yes, but speak loud.
Okay. So Shopify also do offer other payment gateways like Amazon Pay, Apple Pay, and all. So the commission, is there any commission of Shopify from that?
Can you say it over, because I'm struggling to really
yes,
hear.
sure. He's coming here.
Okay, that's perfect.
So yeah. So my question was like, as Shopify is using, other payment gateways like Apple Pay and maybe Google Pay, something like that. So is there any sort of commission that Shopify is getting by end of the deal?
So in the back end, yes, we have a partnership, of course, with every partnership or extra payment getaway. But in the front end, the customer doesn't pay anything. So if you want to set up your e-com, you set it up, you put Shopify Payments, and then Shopify Payments already tells you if you want to add Google Pay and Apple Pay, you can do it. You just add it, and that's already automated in the Shopify.
So does it redirect the website? I mean, does it redirect the payment gateway to directly to the PayPal, or is it in the inbuilt section of Shopify?
It does everything on Shopify.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
Thank you, Nikhil. Anybody else? I have one question, especially for entrepreneurs. Well, what features would you recommend to start with when you open an online store for the first time?
When you open, sorry, Hubert?
Online store for the first time using Shopify.
In general, not related to payments.
In general, yes, and then later related to payments, sure.
No, okay.
But for a beginner, what will be the first step that they should explore when using the payments store, the payment features?
So in general, I would recommend a few things. So the number one would be it's not even external from Shopify, it's in Shopify, segmenting your clients. So, tagging them based on how much they spend and having a different customer experience, different discounting per customer, because it's not the same a customer that is spending $300 and one that is spending $20. So number one will be using Shopify Flow. That's a tool. It's just an app that you download. It's called Shopify Flow. It helps you automate and segment anything. Apart from segmenting clients, you can automate, whenever I have 2 units left for a product, take it out from the website automatically and send me an email to order more. That would be, I think, a really powerful tool in terms of reducing efforts and also increasing the segmentation. In terms of payments, I would go for Shop Pay. It depends on every market, but the one-pay checkout, it's really game changer. And actually, Shopify in summer is going to be it's going to be launching one-pay checkout only. So every customer is just going to, instead of 3 steps, if you go to any Shopify store, it has 3 steps. So instead of having 3, you're going to have just 1. So those would be, I think, the 2 things that I would recommend. And Shopify Markets, if you want to expand international, that's super easy as well.
Okay, let's see if somebody else has a question in the room. No? I think they are tired. Working since 9 a.m. this morning, and yesterday they did a great job too, from 9 to 9. So before we close this talk, thank you, Ignacio, very much for your presentation. It was enlightening to listen about what you are developing and doing at Shopify. I would like to share what the students have developed so far in terms of our websites. Yes. So this is a website. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it or not? I mean, no. Okay, I will try to share my screen then using Zoom. Hopefully it works. Yes, I will refresh. So now I think you can see our page now.
Yeah.
Yes, excellent.
Perfect.
So this is a pet collection. Pet. I can click on home. Okay. Yes, this is a store. What is the business? Pet accessories in one case. Then we go to the next. Okay, here we have coolers, but this is a different type of coolers. See our products, neck coolers. Yes, so table coolers. Yes. So this is just draft of the stores that they have to launch tomorrow. We just wanted to show to you and to the audience what our participants are doing for this bootcamp. So then let's see if we have something in the catalogs. Yes.
Nice.
What is this business again? Asian furniture. Asian furniture, and the market is Europe. And then we have Vegosmetics. Vegosmetics. I think it's still under work. So this is what our participant has been developing so far up to now. So they are working on the developing and implementation of the stores, and tomorrow we hope that they can launch the store.
Are they actually launching that into business or not yet?
There is a debate here in class because they are thinking about what do we do if we get orders. Yes, so that's the big question. So and this is something they will try to figure it out tomorrow. That is the testing, refining, and launching day. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. So
Okay.
thank you, Ignacio. I don't take much of your time. I know that you are in Barcelona, lovely city.
Thank you for the invitation, Uber, and thanks everyone for participating. Thank you for making it to the 6 p.m. class or 7 p.m. And I hope you guys keep learning. And I'm looking forward to those websites tomorrow.
Okay, perfect. See you soon. Bye-bye. Thank
Bye.
you. Was not bad. That was not bad, right? And the sound was good. What, the sound was good? I was moving. I think I should have put it on one side and the other side so everybody can see everybody on Zoom. I was moving. Fixed his frame.
Yeah. Was it we had to live stream or not?
Yes. They told me that the sound was amazing.
Okay, so great.
Yeah, so we do the same thing tomorrow. Oh man, I'm tired now. Yes, was it great? So guys, let's go eat.